only in America. Only out of the ugliness of segregation, a story of triumph and pride could rise, based on one small, simple principle. You won't let me play with you? Then I'll create a league of my own. In 1920 in Kansas City, they came together to accomplish that dream. 2,600 plus men and women would play in this league.
One love, one game, one desire, one flame, one bonfire, let it burn higher. I never show signs of fatigue or turn tired, cause I'm the definition of tragedy turned triumph.
And it would change the game forever, with an awe-inspiring style that was all their own. The nation's best baseball wasn't being played in the major leagues. It was being played across the country, under bright lights and in front of incredible crowds. And through the passion of his players, he became a cornerstone on the path to equality.
I train with and travel with something in my eyes say I'm so close to having the prize. I realize I'm supposed to reach for the skies. Never let somebody try to tell you otherwise.
These are the legends. These are their stories. This is the Negro Leagues. On the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the Major Leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the goat ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige.
Now the third baseman, Hayes. The pitch. That's in there, and we're underway. That clips the corner. Singy, I can't imagine batters enjoyed facing Satchel Paige. That high leg kick, so distracting and tough to figure out. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
Leg kicks like Satchel's can really mess with the hitter's timing, and if you can get past that, well, you still got to hit some of the best stuff any pitcher's ever had.
Next one just misses. The count now 2-2. Fly ball down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
A pitcher like Satchel, who can change speeds, run it into triple digits, or get you out on that front foot with the changeup, you just hope you run into one and make contact.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Now the number 2 hitter, Glass. That one's in there, 0-1. When Satchel was just getting started, his brother Wilson was a pitcher for a semi-pro team, the Mobile Tigers. Satchel got a tryout, and he was signed on the spot. Next offering is fouled back.
Satchel's second team was the Chattanooga White Sox, and he was way too good for that league. He lost only 2 games in 2 years there.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Strike 2.
After Satchel Paige pitched for Chattanooga, he joined the Birmingham Black Barons in 1927, which is where he broke into the Negro National League.
Next one misses. Now 1-2. Satchel comes to the plate. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Satchel really humming down. And here's the first baseman, Bates. In there, and it's 0-1. And now the count is even. Satchel kicks and delivers. And that's in for a strike. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Hughes. Paige back to work. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to the left. Now the throw to first on the run. Paige dominant so far. Second inning here, no score.
0-1. No balls, 2 strikes.
Gonna count 1-2. Next pitch misses outside. 2-2. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Swings through it.
Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the 2-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star. And he was just that. He was not only the Negro Leagues' biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history.
pitch. That one's in there, and we're underway here this afternoon. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. The 2-humper gets the K. Now the left fielder, Glass. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Chris, it must have been so difficult hitting Satchel with so many different out pitches. The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Yeah, a pitcher with 2 or 3 out pitches is an ace these days. Satchel had closer to a dozen. Dig in against someone like that, you're just guessing every pitch, especially with his amazing command.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Cy Perkins caught Satchel for a lot of seasons, and for a while, he wouldn't even give signs. He'd just hold up the mitt, and Satchel would hit it.
And Satchel with the B-ball for the strikeout. Smith now at the plate. Ball 1, no strikes. So many great nicknames in baseball history. The Iron Horse, the Say Hey Kid, the Splendid Splinter, and of course, Satchel. Satchel comes to the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
The way Satchel got his nickname is great. As a kid, he was trying to earn some extra money at the Mobile train station by lugging around bags for travelers. Of course, the bags were so big that most kids could only take one at a time. So Satchel threw together some rope and a pole for a rig that let him haul 4 bags at once.
Paige winds and fires. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Carrying around all those bags, the other kid said he looked like a walking satchel tree, and the name stuck. Got him. Paige with the pinpoint command on that one. All set for the start of the inning, and here is Bates. And a pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Paige. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
No score here in the second. Check swing. He held up, and it's 2-2. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, McDonald. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it.
They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Paige, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the left fielder, Harvey. And he deals. Pitch misses there, and we are underway. Next offering is fouled back. And that's in for a strike.
Boog, you know who else said Satchel had the hardest fastball he'd ever seen? Cardinals Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, Dizzy, of course, one of the great pitchers and hard throwers of the 30s and 40s. Satchel kicks and delivers. The B-ball for the strikeout.
No joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene.
Now the third baseman, Gordon.
Boog, the pitch. Boog, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Parker. In there for strike one.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
So now 1-2. Another B-ball for the K. Stepping in, Floyd. And that's in there for strike one. Satchel close to getting out of this one. In the air, left side. Sanders settles under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
Ready to go? And the batter now, Harvey. The pitch. Up the middle. On to O'Neal. One up, one down. Now it's going to be Marshall. A little out front there as he swings through it. And it's even up. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place. Just ridiculous.
Sets him down looking. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. And now here is Reese. There's a strike.
You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
That one at triple digits. And takes low for ball 1. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Satchel comes to the plate. Swings through it, and that's it.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neal, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth, there were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neal always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Life's too short, you should be getting it. Wanna get in this gut? If you knew better, you would. Gotta go hard in the paint. Got a night ride when they call it a day. All work, no play. Crank up the ball in the chain. Drop off on all of you lanes. Y'all all in my way. Hey, they've been afflicted by this. Off top, on top of the injured list. Sit them in intensive. We out like mama say, raising all of the stakes. To win it, I've been. I need Hollandaise.
So digging in, Cole. And a pitch. Strike 1.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. 1 down on a 3-pitch strikeout. Now, Gordon. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that is strike one. Singing the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. And a swing and a miss there.
This wasn't even the only time Satchel did something wild like this with the defense. There were some barnstorming games where they'd bring in one more infielder every inning until it was just Satchel and the catcher out there.
Parker digs in now. In there, and it's 0-1.
Another legendary bit of Satchel swagger. He wrote fastball on the bottom of his left shoe just to taunt the batter and tell him what was coming.
Terry off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Who needs a deep?
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the Major Leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
And in comes Cleveland's ageless Satchel Paige to mount the mound for the Tribe.
Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'm a dog, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. You can see all the sweat on my face. We gon' hungry from birth to the day. If you with the gun, gotta stay. Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'm a dog, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. You can see all the sweat.
Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Rose. So here comes Satchel into the game in relief. The wind of the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Not a ton of zip, but it finds the mark. Strike 2.
0-2.
Makes the grab, 1 away. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Paige winds and fires. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Fouls one off. 2-2. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes he goes. The ageless rookie sets down another. And the batter now, Green. And that's in there for strike 1.
Ball 1.
Next offering down in the dirt. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Satchel comes to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Satchel kicks and delivers. This one in the air, center field. Reed racing over to make the catch.
ever at the crossroads and start feeling mixed.
Back here at the ballpark, leading off, Michaels. Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs, and then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. Here's the third baseman, Sherman. Going 1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Kennedy. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Snyder pulls it in on the run. Back here at Comiskey Park, now it's the second baseman, Harrison. The pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 from Satchel. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Thomas flashes the leather on the run and catch. This one high in the air to left center. Snyder under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. And there's a foul ball. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. That one missed. On the ground out to short. Reed jumps, throws, and that is the ball.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
Powerful impact, boom, the cannon, never again, try to reap a man.
Okay, all set to go. And the batter will be the shortstop, Hill. The wind and the pitch. Satchel making him look foolish. And there's the strike. struck him out on a fastball that crawled to the plate. Now here is Murray. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, Boog, Satchel was 59 when he pitched this game, at least officially. Well, we're both in our early 50s, and I can't imagine how he did it. Makes me hurt just thinking about it. He'd tell you a million different reasons why he was able to keep playing so long. Not sure which of them I'd believe, though.
Satchel comes to the plate. Just missed.
One of Satchel's rules for staying young was to avoid fried meats. That's one you live by, right, Boo?
Well, unless I'm in Philadelphia. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now here is Sherman. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
The number of stories around Satchel are endless. One of my favorites, the rocking chair he had next to the bullpen for this game for the Kansas City A's.
Charles Finley, who owned the A's, also had a nurse out there to rub Satchel's arm with special oils. Tremendous showmanship, and then he went out and dominated the Red Sox.
Next offering upstairs.
You know, after this game, Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski gave Satchel a big hug. One legend showing respect to another. And you know what? The fans gave Satchel a curtain call after he left the mound as well.
And welcome back. Stepping in, Rose. And the pitch. And takes low for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a ball popped up. Reed under it. One away.
Back outside.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. Next pitch is downstairs. Just a slow ground ball this time. 2 up, 2 down.
Got him.
Now at the plate, Palmer. And a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, and he got him. The old man keeping these hitters in check. On to the third inning, and now here is Santiago. The pitch.
Hey.
Strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. 59 years old, so they say, and he's still untouchable. And here is Green. That's in there. Strike 1. Top of the third, no score. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. So now here's the pitcher, Moss. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. That misses. Now 1-2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. And that's...
Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was, because in many ways, he was the Negro Leagues. And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was, and because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old, and he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.